Creative Brain Candy by creators for creators.
Any idea what they're going to do with it?
With what?
The kid.
I didn't ask. It's against the guild code.
They work for the Empire. What are they doing here?
The Empire is gone, Mando. All that are left are mercenaries and warlords. But if it bothers you, just go back to the core and report them to the New Republic.
That's a joke.
Mando, enjoy your rewards. Buy a camp to know spice. By the time you come out of hyperdrive, you will have forgotten all about it.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast from a couple guys who think they know sci-fi. And this week, we continue our review of Season 1 of The Mandalorian as I annoy Rob by not using chapters, and we talk about Episodes 3 and 4, The Sin and Sanctuary. But first, he's the krill farmer that heads out in search of a mercenary to defend his village to my krill farmer, who joins him and won't take no for an answer. It's James. How you doing, James?
This is the way.
It is. And he's the widow for some reason who's a crack shot and remains a mystery because there's literally nothing known about her. It's Rob. Rob, how are you doing?
Chapter 3, Chapter 4.
I protest. He is not the widow. The widow was fucking smoking hot. No, he is not the widow, sir. He is not the widow. If anything,
my
he's the
gaming
frog.
tag is widow.
He's the frog that
worked.
Baby Yoda spit out.
Yeah, that's why I made him the widow, because his gaming tag is widow.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
literally the reason. Like you're not. Like,
Yeah, that's it. He ran out of ideas.
Yeah, I was just throwing something up there.
He's running on like 2 hours of sleep.
His original gamer tag was Widowmaker, but
yeah, 82.
He wasn't good enough to really be a Widowmaker. He switched sides and made it into Widow. Yeah.
Well, I got tired of writing the whole damn thing.
Well, I'll be honest. Just based on your performance in Star Wars Squadrons, that seems like it's an accurate portrayal of what you are.
I do just fine unless I have to go up against level 50s, and then it's like all bets are off.
Yeah, it's death all the way down.
Death. Murder, death, kill.
James, what's happening around CBC this week?
This week around CBC, Ketobophobia talks about working out their love muscle and porn addiction, I guess. It's a weird, wild episode of Ketobophobia, episode 23, Love and Porn Addiction. Check it out. Hashtag NoFap. Is that
Not sure what that is.
Apparently, it's like an anti-porn, anti-masturbatory movement.
Sounds dull.
Well, it is for Rob. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't subscribe.
I think Rob's public enemy number one for NoFap.
Probably.
On BGA, there's a brand new podcaster over there. Aaron, go check him out as they cover Forager on Steam. Apparently, this has 9 out of 10 on Steam and 4.7 out of 5 on Hopfrog. I don't know what Hopfrog is. Oh, that's the developer. Look, this looks stupid, and I don't know why they're covering it. Cover Squadrons, goddammit. Like, how many fucking times do I have to ask you guys to cover something before I just jump on there and do it my goddamn self?
I think we're going to have to do that just to piss you off.
I think we're going to have to take it over.
Yeah. I think
over BGA?
Yeah.
I think the three of us. Yeah.
No, not permanently.
No, not permanently. No.
Just for an episode so we can do Squadrons.
Are we recording that after this?
No, we're recording something else after this.
And it's hopefully without you.
No, I have the script. My name's in it.
On Spoiler, They Die this week. The Canadian chicks apologize to the world for being Canadian and continually putting out episodes on the wrong day. It's Thursdays, not Mondays. So check out Spoiler, They Die this week for that mea culpa from our neighbors up north. Simply Stogies this week, I sit down with Lee Marsh, who is the co-owner, founder, and blender for Stolen Throne Cigars. There's also I have so much going on over there. It's not even funny. There's a new cigar review up. At least if it's not up by this point, someone should just fire me from doing the show. It's the Stolen Throne Call to Arms will be another one, hopefully next week. The Stolen Throne Oath Taker, as well as an article that I wrote called the Top 10 Boutique Cigar Companies You Must Try. So check that out over there. Ice Forward March should have a new episode coming out soon. And I think is that it?
Yeah,
no, there's Twitch. We have Captain Nilskill over on Twitch. Go check him out. It's certainly not least. Check him out. He's fun. He's engaging. Honestly, guys, he's the only Twitch streamer that I watch because the rest of them I don't care about. I don't care. He actually talks to you. He will make you feel welcome and engaged. So check him out at Captain Nilskill on Twitter. Captain Nilskill. You can check it out. CreativeBrainCandy.com. And if you'd like to apply for Rob's job, please click the apply button at the top of CreativeBrainCandy.com because I really need somebody to step in and show up more than 30 seconds before we start recording.
And there's a rumor out there that says that the CBC peeps are going to be playing and live streaming Among Us in the near future with Captain Nilskill. So look forward to that.
No. I'll do it, I guess, maybe, if that's a thing, but I'd rather
play Squadrons.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might play Squadrons.
Well, you're the first fucker getting voted off the island every round, so
you should.
I'm all right with that. That's the way. This is the way. What else do you want me to say? This is the way.
Rob, you got any news for us this week?
Yeah. So, first off, The Expanse season 5, it's coming out. Official trailer came out earlier this week during the little New York Comic-Con web thing that they did.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. So it looks like it is coming out in December 16th specifically. So that'll be
of this year?
Good.
Yes. They had it already.
Then you know what? Then the world's going to end on December 15th, and I'll tell you why. Because nothing good is going to happen in 2020, and that would be good.
Yeah. So December 16th, season 5 comes out, so that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I've got some time traveling news.
Of course you do.
Of course.
About that time.
I know, right? Inverse.com posted a little review on a time travel movie, and let me tell you the actual title: the best time travel movie since Avengers Endgame.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I didn't think that was technically a time travel movie.
I didn't think so either, but whatever. The name of the movie
Wait. You didn't think Endgame was a time travel movie? That's specifically the fucking plot of the movie.
Look, I am just trying to agree with Crowley so we can move on and not go down some stupid rabbit hole as to why he thinks it's not time travel.
This is the way.
Yeah. So, the movie is called 2067. It stars Cody Smith McPhee.
Spit it out, Junior.
Yeah, he played Nightcrawler in X-Men Apocalypse. That's basically all he's really done.
Wait, did people watch X-Men Apocalypse?
There were a few people.
More people watched that than they did Dark Phoenix.
Because Dark Phoenix was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm. Yeah. So it looks like this is on Netflix. No, I'm sorry. Video on demand. My bad. Yeah, it's video on demand. It's done by some indie group.
Speaking of video on demand, not that I don't care about whatever the fuck it is you're talking about, Rob.
Right.
But Wonder Woman's coming? I don't. Never. Wonder Woman might be coming to video on demand. That's the big rumor right now.
What? Yeah, but there's no.
Yeah, there's nothing definitive.
Nothing behind it. Yeah.
I thought they bumped that to 2021.
They did it first. They did it first.
All the other DC stuff to 2021, but they did not bump that.
Yeah, they haven't officially bumped it. They talked about bumping it, and then they talked about, maybe we should do video on demand just so that we can get something out this year.
They need to get it out. They need money.
Right.
And that'll make that's a money maker for them, and they know it.
Yep.
Hey,
Last one I've got.
Wait. Since I brought up superheroes, I want to make a case for something. I think The Boys should be considered sci-fi because they're not technically superheroes. They're injected with a compound V, which is that's the catalyst. It's the science fiction vehicle that makes them superheroes, quote unquote, which makes it more sci-fi than 11/22/63.
And just as sci-fi as Charlie.
And just as sci-fi as Charlie. That's exactly right. So I petitioned The Boys to be put formally and officially on the giant list of sci-fi shows.
I second the petition.
Denied because it's the
second
same reason that we don't have Guardians of the Galaxy on there. It's a superhero first movie.
No, it's not.
It's actually anti-superhero. But
Yeah.
You're wrong. You know what, listeners? You need to let Jason know that you want us to cover The Boys.
Right.
That's what you need
to
know.
So if you want us to cover that, you need to go into our Discord channel under feedback and just put cover The Boys, or, The Boys +1, or Jason's wrong, let's do The Boys.
Yeah. Any of those
those will work.
Any of those work.
Any
yes.
of those, yeah.
My last one is we got a lot of Star Trek news out there. First off, Lower Decks had its season finale.
Don't spoil anything. We've just started watching it.
Oh, I won't. But they had their season finale. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. The whole season, I thought that was pretty.
Spoiler: they all die.
Yeah. I thought it was.
Are they apologizing for being Canadian too?
Right. Yeah. I thought it was a pretty decent series.
It's
Discovery
slow to start. I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
It picks up. It picks up.
All right.
It picks up. How far are you into it?
2 or 3 episodes, I think.
Okay. Yeah, they find their stride, and it ends up being a little bit better towards the end.
A little bit better. You're not endorsing this show at all.
It's not a ringing endorsement at all. No.
Sorry. It becomes significantly better towards the end.
Okay, look, it's billed as a comedy, and there's only been a couple of times where I've chuckled or guffawed out loud. Like the rest of the time, I'm like, okay, that's mildly funny.
Yeah, it had some nods. It was interesting. It was interesting.
Okay. That's not.
Just watch it, Crowley. All right. And then when you get done with that, you can move on to Star Trek Discovery because that's
what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's
and
the
then after that, you can look forward to Star Trek Prodigy, which is another thing coming out for young adults or young children or something like that. It's for the younger audience, and we're all excited about this because Captain Janeway is returning.
Wait, is that the one that's going to be on Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Why didn't they call this episode or this series Star Trek Wunderkid?
Wunderkid. Yeah, I don't know, but
because that would be a callback to the Next Generation when that scientist called Wesley the Wunderkid, and that was a big thing, and that's where he,
because nobody would get that obscure reference except you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. I think there'd be a lot of people that get it.
No, just you. Starts in 2021. It's on Nickelodeon. I think it's animated. If my memory serves me correct.
Yeah, it's the second animated Star Trek.
Yeah, and Janeway is coming back. So
the voice, just as the voice.
Yeah, Kate Mulgrew.
She's not going to be a regular, is she?
From what I understand, she will return to voice Janeway. It says she will return to voice Janeway in the new animated series.
Well, that could be just a cameo.
That could just be a couple of episodes.
I don't think so because they had it was big casting news. They did a whole thing on it, a whole press release and everything.
Thing on it when fucking Riker shows up, when Frakes shows up to direct, or Frakes shows up as Riker in Picard. It was a big thing. So I don't. Why would this animated series that revolves around obviously a smart kid? Why would
smart youth?
So this is the series where a bunch of kids steal an old Starfleet starship, right, and go about gallivanting around the galaxy doing shit.
Maybe. I don't
Wait,
know.
what?
I haven't
Wait.
seen anything.
So it's like the movie Explorers,
Yeah, I think so.
except it's not.
Oh, yes.
Starfleet
This is a
starship?
new CGI animated show. Follows a group of lawless teens who discover a derelict Starfleet ship and use it to search for adventure, meaning, and salvation.
Okay, well, no fucking thanks. You lost me with that description. What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
No, what a stupid Star Trek series. That's not what Star Trek is about.
Well, they're
fuck?
pumping it out in volume now, so it's not going to be quality anymore. It's all about quantity. We're going to throw everything against the wall and see what sticks.
Doesn't that piss you off when they do that
Yes.
to IPs? Yeah. Hey, speaking of, we should probably cover The Mandalorian.
We should.
Yeah, we really should. Who's ready for a pod crawl?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can call it, I don't know, say a pod crawl? The pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Excellent! Insert it deep! Pod crawl! Kind of like a space suppository full of information.
Mando is on his way back to Navarro with Baby Yoda in tow when he gets a message from Chubbs to just take the kid straight to the client. He doesn't want a screaming toddler in his bar. Back on planet, Mando hands the kid over to Star Wars version of Vito Corleone and Dr. Mangula, but starts to feel twinges of guilt or hunger, one of the two. The Godfather pays Mando his 20 pieces of silver, and Mando heads down to the Mandalorian sewers to get some shiny new armor made. After admitting that he had his ass handed to him by a mudhorn, it's determined that will be his sigil, forever immortalizing his failure to ever win a battle with any animal. He successfully convinces the armorer to hold off on the sigil and give him a cool new weapon instead. Decked out in his new Beskar duds, Mando makes his way to the bar to get another gerb from Chubbs. Chubbs tells him to relax and not worry about the kid, but Mando's heart grew 3 sizes that day, and he decides to break the kid out of the nightmare he put him in. Mando disables their meager security system, and then blows a hole in a wall in the back to make his entrance. After wrecking all the stormtroopers that are brave enough to show themselves, he finds Baby Yoda on a slab with a torture droid hovering above. For whatever reason, he doesn't shoot the evil doctor in the face, but instead disappears with Baby Yoda, and continues to murder stormtroopers on the way out. He eventually gets surrounded, but that's okay, because thanks to Favreau's love of tiny homing missiles that kill people, he disables the threat, and makes his way to the
That
street.
was awesome.
Unfortunately, the bounty has been revived on Baby Yoda, and all the bounty hunters in town have him surrounded. They are much more competent than stormtroopers, and have Mando pinned. But as is the way, all of the Mandalorians in town jetpack into the fray, because they aren't going to miss a good old-fashioned firefight. They give Mando cover to make it to his ship, and after shooting Chubbs in the chest, he flies away with Baby Yoda. They find a backwater planet with little population, and no industry to speak of, so basically Iowa, and decide to lay low for a few months. At the local watering hole, Mando runs into former rebel Cara Dune. They do a little flirting in the form of a fist fight, and Cara tells Mando the planet is hers, and to fuck right off. This planet has a village of blue krill farmers who use the krill to make their booze, gross, and their clothes, and even their frogs, as everything is blue all the way down. The village is regularly raided by the local Ugly Raider Guild, who trashes half the village, takes their krill-based goods, and then runs off back into the forest. The villagers have had enough, and go in search of a mercenary with a heart of gold to defend their village. All they could find was Mando, so they hire him, and he came up a little short finding 6 other mercs to help him defend, as Cara is the only other merc on planet. Mando and Cara decide to move forward without the gambler, the drifter, the hothead, the knife guy, and the greedy one. Cara comes up with a plan, and thanks to the power of montage, gives a bunch of villagers months' worth of training in a single day. Cara and Mando stir the hornet's nest to start the night's festivities, and after a bunch of laser fire, stabby wooden sticks, and an obstinate ATST, the village defeats the raiders, and their krill farm is saved. Mando contemplates leaving Baby Yoda in the village, and moving on. Cara shoots a guy in the back of the head for pointing a gun at Baby Yoda, and roll Mando, and Baby Yoda heading off to another adventure. Credits.
All right, so we are on chapters 3 and 4 of The Mandalorian. These are probably 2 of the best episodes in the series.
Agreed. 100% agree.
There's a lot of homages to other shows, other movies that make up these 2 episodes.
Okay.
You say so?
Well, I mean,
this is the way.
On chapter 4 alone, I mean, that's basically a really pared down version of the Magnificent Seven or the Seven Samurai.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of nods to old West westerns, spaghetti westerns.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like it's really evident in episode 3 with when he's trying to get out of town.
Shootout. Yeah.
The shootout with the and then the
What-
Mandalorian.
I mean,
show.
he knows. So I've got 2 problems with that. Okay,
you have more
one,
than 2 problems.
Shut up.
Trust me.
Shut up. My first big problem is, so he blows up everything in that thing.
Wait, what? He blows up everything. What?
He blows everything up in the stormtrooper holdout, right? In the Imperial holdout. Yeah.
No.
Well, no, he
didn't
doesn't
blow everything up.
He didn't blow everything up. He kills everybody.
He kills
Right.
most
Okay.
everybody, yeah. He doesn't
Kills
kill the
most
client.
everybody. Yeah, but he kills.
Well, he doesn't
most,
kill the doctor.
He doesn't kill the doctor either.
So do you think the doctor ratted him out? How did the bounty hunters? How did
didn't
everybody
think-
else?
Okay, was Werner Herzog in this episode?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
Yeah, he
I
was
don't
the one that
remember
gave him
him.
the Beskar. I mean, he
Yeah.
took
Well,
him.
I knew that, but when he went back,
He wasn't there when he went back.
right?
He wasn't
okay,
there when
so
he went
that's
back,
how
but,
he knew.
but he let the doctor live. So the doctor would have told the client,
Absolutely, told-
and then the client
told
would have
Vernon.
reactivated
Yeah.
all the fobs.
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
That's
I
exactly
think
how it
that.
worked.
Okay. All right.
But did you not think that?
Well, no, I was just wondering. Well, I figured somebody ratted him out, but I was trying to figure out who. But
It was
then
the doctor. The doctor
Right.
wanted the child. He wanted the child alive, intact, and to the point where he's like, I'm the only reason the kid's still alive.
yeah. Okay.
But I mean,
here's the
beyond
other
that,
thing.
He got spared.
even if the doctor had been shot in the face, he blew a fucking hole into one of their walls and just trashed a bunch of stormtroopers. Eventually, it's going to come around to the client. Hey, he took the child.
Okay,
Right,
so
but not that
yeah.
quickly.
That's
But
what
not
I'm.
as
That's what
quick
I'm
as it-
getting at.
as it
That's
happened.
what I'm getting at. Is like he does it all, and then it's a matter of minutes, and everybody's on his ass. Which, to me, if I go and blow up something and I'm causing hell and havoc and mayhem, I don't go walking down the middle of the road.
You're also not Mandalorian. Like, just
Apparently
FYI.
not. Apparently
Like,
not.
Like, you're not walking around in armor and blasters and like a complete badass. Like, you would be the opposite of what I think of when I think of badass. Like, you would be like
Ass bad?
you and Urkel from Family Matters. Like, that's typically, like, that's what I think of. The opposite, the antithesis of badass is Rob and Urkel.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'd have to agree with that.
Oh God.
Just go ahead and say it. Just say it, Rob. Just say it.
I'm gonna change my haiku now.
Well, good. You'll be quiet for the majority of this show then, won't you? While you're rewriting it.
No, it's already written. It's ready to go.
So the beginning of episode 3 really shows how void of morality the Mandalorian really is. I mean, the fact that he started feeling guilty and actually rescued the child shows that, you know, he had a major turn. But I mean, he was the one that put the child in that position in the first place, all because it was a bounty.
All because he wanted the Beskar. That's the driving force behind everything that Mando has done up to this point was to get Beskar. That's it. He wants the Beskar so that he can, and it's not just about him. It's never been about just him. It's about him and the foundlings, because every time we've seen him go to, the blacksmith, I don't know what the fuck her name is.
The armor.
And get new armor, and like he's always like, some of this should go to the foundlings, like every time.
Sure,
'Cause
because
I
he was a foundling
too.
himself, and he wants to continue that tradition. I understand that.
Right. So I don't think that he doesn't have a heart. I think it's easier for him to go after some of the bounties that he's gone after before, and he's so good at it. It's not that he's heartless. And then when he saw that it was a kid, I think even in the episode previous, the second episode, he was starting to have some reservations.
So I'm thinking he's drawing parallels because in this episode they show how his parents died and he became a foundling. I think he's drawing parallels to that, to this 50-year-old baby, right?
Yeah, and I can see that, but he still trades him in for the Beskar, and then is about to leave the planet with another bounty to try and forget about him, and that's when the guilt finally hits him.
Right. I think at that point in time, and I think at that point in time, that's when it hits. I think that's when it hits him as far as, okay, this kid is basically in the same predicament that I was, and the Mandalorians saved me, or this tribe saved me. I need to give back.
Yeah, because the flashbacks he was having was during when the blacksmith was fucking making his armor, right? So that's when he really, and then after he got the armor, what did he do? He went back to the guild to get another job, and before he left, he's like, "What are they doing with the child?" And fucking Apollo Creed's like, "I'm gonna fucking die because of fucking Ivan Drago, asshole. What do you care about this kid for? Don't worry about it." So
it's Chubbs. He's gonna lose a hand to an alligator.
What? It's both. It's a save. It doesn't matter. This is the way. So, I mean, he cares. Like, that's why he went back. He could have taken time off, and I think that's why they had Apollo Creed say that is, hey, go take some time off. Let me take you to the spa. Go do some spice. Like, just get fucking stoned and get the fuck out of here. Go do something else because you've earned it. And he's like, that's why he went back. He didn't give a fuck about getting another puck. He didn't give a fuck about finding another bounty. He wanted to find out what they were doing with that kid. So it was, I think that's when he had that I don't think it was guilt. I think he was like, oh shit, he's my foundling. Like, he's the one. And not to spoil anything that's coming up in later episodes, but I think that all gets fleshed out pretty well.
I don't think he considers him his foundling at this point, because he was going to leave him on that Krill planet. Because he wants to keep him safe. He doesn't want the Empire, the remnants of the Empire, to get to him. But right. I don't think he thinks he's his foundling yet. Otherwise, he would keep him with him.
I think he thinks he's being realistic. I mean, Baby Yoda is not going to be wearing Beskar armor. I mean, that would be cute. Yeah, it'd be weird. I would buy the toy.
Oh, I would too. In fact, I've got more Baby Yodas coming. The new ones that are coming out.
What? Say that a little louder.
What? I have new ones that are coming. The small ones, so I can take pictures with cigars.
That's why. With cigars. Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
they're all sitting up here on my.
Sure.
They're all sitting up here by the ashtray that's got the Saddest logo on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Shut up. I have a thing for Baby Yoda. Anyway.
Yeah.
What were we saying? I lost my train of fucking thought, asshole.
Acceptance is the first step to recovery.
Yeah. I got a question for you. What in the fuck is an ocean dune?
It's a dune made of ocean.
Okay. Can you explain how that works?
It's the opposite of sand dune. So, a sand dune, it's rough and coarse and it gets everywhere. An ocean dune is wet and moist and feels so good on the skin.
There's a lot of listeners right now that went, God.
I had to get the moist in there.
The moist in there, yeah. I think what it is I think it's dunes in the middle of an ocean.
So like waves?
Yeah.
So it's it's waves of sand that are constantly. I don't know. Do you want me to fucking create something on the spot? Is that what you're asking?
Just asking.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know what the fucking ocean dune is.
I'm trying to explain it to you. So it's like sand. It's wet sand that constantly gets moved in an ocean, right? So it's dangerous. I don't fucking know. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Ocean Dunes is a resort in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, he was going to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, he was going to Myrtle Beach.
Okay,
that's where he was going. Yeah.
Did you wait? Did you Google ocean dunes?
No, I Googled what is an ocean dune. I wanted
to fuck.
I wanted to see what somebody had out there. I was curious. Apparently, it's a resort.
Well, if Disney wrote it, ocean dunes are probably a social justice warrior somewhere. spouting all kinds of bullshit. that
Oh,
nobody
for
cares about.
fuck's sake. God damn. Was anybody shocked that a stormtrooper actually hit something?
Well, he was
No.
really close. 'Cause I figured it was bound to happen.
No. Look, I get that that's like the ha-ha thing for all of Star Wars is that they're all terrible shots. But they're not. Like, they're just not. They can't be. If they were, the Empire would have never become the fucking... Like, they wouldn't have been able to keep the Empire.
Quantity.
So...
It's all quantity.
It's not the
You
Chinese
throw- you-
fucking military mindset.
You throw tens of thousands of stormtroopers at something and they're all firing at once. Somebody's bound to hit something just by accident.
All right, so there you go. Those are the guys. Look, this guy, this Werner Herzog, whatever his fucking character's name.
He can afford the,
The
good
client.
ones.
He was the client. He was an overlord of some sort in the Empire, a governor maybe. I don't know. Regardless, he's able to afford the best of the best. So these guys aren't the guys
Spares
that are
no
hanging out on a
expense.
space station that nobody ever expects to get fucking infiltrated by a group of rebels.
I disagree because we see that later on in the series.
God damn it. Stop spoiling things.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we'll discuss that later on in a couple episodes.
I haven't seen all of these episodes. This is
How have you
new.
not seen all these
He's
episodes?
seen all these episodes. He's such a liar.
You're such a fucking Urkel.
You're such a turd.
Good one.
It is.
Your mom says, watch your mouth.
Your wife says hi.
Okay, she'll be back in a little bit. I don't even know how that makes any sense. She lives with me. You live in Texas, which is far away from the ocean dunes of Iowa.
Oh shit! Corn dunes, corn dunes, corn dunes of Iowa. Ocean.
One of the quabbles that I had with chapter 3 was, why did the stormtroopers allow him to drop his shit instead of just mowing them down whenever they had their chance? I mean, I understand it was so that he could use his cool little rocket gauntlet because Favreau has some kind of hard-on for little tiny rockets that kill people.
Well, maybe because he had Baby Yoda, and the last order that they got was that the child stays alive.
Okay, that's fine, but he put Baby Yoda down. They could have started firing at that point.
No,
so I think-
look, you are running a risk of an errant laser hitting that
especially
little
with your-
child.
Well, what they would have to
especially
do,
close
with
of a
your
distance.
quantity over quality fucking theory.
all
that
they
you
would have
put
to
out
do
there.
is start aiming at Baby Yoda, and Baby Yoda's safe.
Gotcha. Well, doesn't lasers doesn't the laser bounce off of the Beskar?
It does.
Right. So maybe they were afraid that it would bounce off of the Beskar and hurt Baby Yoda,
I don't
or
think
God
it bounces
forbid
off.
themselves.
I think the Beskar
No.
absorbs it, or
No, I
didn't
thought I
see any
saw
ricochets.
when it went off of his shoulder. He got shot in the shoulder. It kind of ricocheted a little bit past him.
I
Behind
don't remember
him, I
that.
thought.
You could be right.
I could be.
And
Probably
monkeys
aren't,
could fly
but-
out of my ass at any minute.
Fuck off.
Better start stretching.
Oh God.
It's gross.
So
But
gross.
okay, I'll be right back.
So he got an entire suit of Beskar armor except for his right leg.
One leg. Yeah, one leg. Yeah.
Okay, well, that seems to be a common theme in Star Wars. Look at 3PO.
Yeah, that's
One
true.
arm, yeah. That's what I couldn't figure out. I mean, he had so much there. It's like, well, okay, I'm not going to give 3 bars to the foundlings. I will give 2.5 because I need a leg piece.
Again, it's a theme in Star Wars. I don't know what the theme is. I don't care to know what the theme is. But 3PO, I'm sure it's like a nod to 3PO in some kind of weird fucking way. Like, look, his armor is different, and just like 3PO's leg's always different. Like,
So all you have to do is aim for his right leg. That's because that's his vulnerable spot.
Everybody's got. To
I
have
would
an
argue.
Achilles
I would argue that his heart is the vulnerable spot.
Oh my god.
heel.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my god. Baby Yoda. How much did that hurt?
A lot. You have no idea. Just to get that out of my fucking mouth, like it hurt. Oh God, like it physically painful.
Wait, like monkeys flying down your ass hurt?
No, less painful than that.
Less painful. Okay.
Or so I imagine.
Okay.
One quabble that I have with chapter 4, and this is
we're on chapter 4.
This is a quabble that I
Gina
have
Carano.
with any movie
Stop.
or television show
Stop.
that does this.
No, I won't.
Cara Dune must have fists of fucking steel.
She
Hell
does.
yeah, dude.
does.
She can
Yeah.
beat the shit out of Beskar.
Which is why-
she's beating the hell out of him, and he's got a fucking Beskar
Yeah.
helmet on.
Yeah. Well, Beskar's really great against lasers and blasters, but
Probably not
against,
blunt force.
Yeah, but not blunt force. Like fists. I mean, it's like hitting a marshmallow.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But okay.
Unexpected marshmallow.
Yeah. Look. Gina Carano can do no wrong. And she won't have a restraining order against me because she can whip my ass, and I'll let her.
Oh, you'll
Here
let
comes the
her.
restraining order.
You'll
No,
let her.
there won't be one because she has nothing to fear from me. She would beat the shit out of me, and I would take every punch, every kick, every hit, every swear, every I give her. I would take anything she gave me. Oh, Gina Carano. Gina, call me.
Oh my god!
We need somebody. One of our listeners needs to go back through our back catalog and figure out how many restraining orders we need to
We've
come up
lost
with.
count at this point.
Wait, how many
Please.
episodes have I been on?
I don't know.
All of those.
Yeah, because timestamps would be good too. Because we're probably going to need it.
Are you just trying to get more people to listen to the fucking show?
Shh! Don't give it away.
Oh, Gina, listen to the show and call me.
One of the things that is kind of getting starting to wear thin are the kind of this isn't really a serialized show at this point. It's more episodic with kind of an overarching storyline between each episode.
Right.
And I think the episodic nature of this show at this point was starting to wear a little thin on me the first time that I watched it. And it's starting to wear a little thin on me again the second time because it doesn't seem like there's a goal at this point. This third and fourth episodes is just basically him running, and we don't know what his ultimate motivation or what he's trying to do at this point is.
Yeah, I think it would have been helpful if they would have switched a couple of things around from later episodes and put them in a little bit earlier. Like the child and whether or not, he's a foundling, part of the clan, like all that kind of stuff that's coming. If that would have happened in this last episode, because it was a great opportunity.
where he goes and miraculously finds the his tribe all over again.
Yeah, I think it would have been extremely helpful with the first time around when he's talking to the armorer, the blacksmith lady. And she's like, okay, so the horn monster is going to be your sigil. He's like, no, I can't take it because this child made it not an honorable kill. And well, wait, how did a child do that? Right? Instead of saying an enemy, he could have said this kid. And well, how did this child do that? And then he explains it to her. And then she's the one who's like, wait a minute. He did what? What kind of child was this? And start asking questions. I think it would have made more sense if that would have been the case, because later on, she's the one that tells him, like, hey, there's all this stuff and you got to go do it and blah, blah, blah. And he's part of your clan, like, not to spoil shit if you haven't seen the movie or the show, but there you go. I think that would have helped give the show a little bit more direction. Cause I think you're right. These last two episodes kind of meander a little bit, and it's all just setup for what's going to come later. That's all it is. It's just setup. Oh, you never take your helmet off? Nope, never. Okay. Fucking, how do you know Gina Carano? She was a fucking shock trooper. Okay. Was she a terrible shot too? Or,
well, she was a rebel.
Obviously not. Right.
At the time, Rebel, New Republic, yeah.
Right. Like as soon as she became that's I just think like instead of using these two episodes to set up, use them more as do I want to say exposition? Like to continue on to build off what the first two episodes did. And instead we get these, which are good episodes. I'm not complaining about the episode. I think they're great. I think they're entertaining.
Yeah, the stories are
you're
tight.
Right. I wanted, you're kind of like, you feel directionless. You kind of feel like you're podcasting with Rob. Like you don't know what direction he's going to go. He can go right, he can go left, he can go up, he can go down. Like nobody knows. You just hope he goes away. So
no, always forward, never away.
Case in point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think the farmers could have really used some help a little bit sooner. You know, and when I was watching this episode, the first thing that came to my mind was, so where are the Ewoks to save you now?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think the farmers
you
needed
had the woods. Yeah.
I don't think the farmers needed Mando or Kara. I don't think any of them died in that assault.
Well, no, because they all hid behind their impenetrable makeshift barricades.
No, that's not true, because the farmers with the pointy sticks had to get out and fight.
Okay, but
that was after they killed the ATST that, for the record, acted like a fucking sentient robot the entire time.
There were They're pilots.
Yes, but it yeah. Okay.
What do you mean it acted? No, please expound on this. I want to get inside your head a little bit here.
So
Rob.
the way they shot it made it seem like the ATST was a creature, right? And not
because it looked like a creature,
and not necessarily actually piloted by two pilots.
Well, how so? I mean, what made it look like a creature?
Well, just the way that it
walked.
Well, no. I'm saying like the way it was. For one, it was just hiding off to the side, and then the lights come on, and it comes up, and then it's. I don't know.
I think that's a directorial choice.
I think so too. But
I think I understand what you're saying, even though I don't agree with it. It's a directorial choice to make it look more menacing, and make it look like with the eyes red, and it's supposed to look like a predator. Right? Yeah. No, I understand what you. I understand what you're saying.
That's basically what I'm trying to get.
It's a fucking vehicle. There wasn't anybody watching that went, oh my God, it's going to kill everybody. Like everybody knew that eventually it's going to fall into the fucking rice paddy field, krill field, whatever the fuck it was.
The krill pond. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a good reason why there would be red inside the cockpit. And that's because they need light in order to see shit inside.
And red doesn't hurt night vision.
Right. Red doesn't kill your night vision.
Mm-hmm.
Also, these marauders were all dog people.
How so?
They look like fucking dog people, like the leader at the beginning of the.
I thought you meant they liked dogs.
No, they just love dogs. That's all.
They take their dogs everywhere: restaurants, grocery stores.
They look like fucking dogs. Like, so I'm sitting there and I'm watching this, and my daughter came down, and it's right at the beginning of the episode where they come in and they take all the shit, and then the last guy's there, and he turns around, and he screams or whatever, and he holds a stick up in the air, and I'm like, my daughter goes, "It's a dog." Sure is, sweetheart. It's a fucking dog.
Sure is. So they snuck into the camp. They snuck into the dog people's camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Killed two dudes.
Yep.
Nobody knew that they were there still.
Nope.
Why didn't they go around and scout for this ATST?
Too dangerous.
How was it too?
They don't know how many dog people there are.
But so instead they go into the middle.
The sense of smell on a dog, Rob,
is amazing. I got you. Yeah. So instead they go into the center of the camp and decide to blow up their alcohol vats.
Yeah,
piss them off.
We all know dogs love getting lit.
Yeah, dogs love beer, especially glowy beer.
There you go.
Glowy blue beer. Yeah.
Yeah, glowy krill beer. Gross.
I don't know how you didn't know this, Rob. This seems like on something very simple.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. What in the fuck did Kara shoot that guy with that caused his entire back to smoke?
Hand cannon.
Don't care. I don't care what she shot him with. She looked gorgeous doing it.
Her blaster was set to stun.
Her blaster was set to stunning.
Oh.
Smoking.
Smoking. smoking.
Yeah. And that was a awfully loud shot for like a pistol.
Yeah, but it's not an awfully loud fucking shot for the damage it did. Jeez.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And does nobody in the fucking universe have a goddamn fucking disintegrator except the Mandalorian?
I guess not.
Like, everyone loves that fucking gun.
Well,
Like,
it's
didn't
a
Apollo Creed
fucking
say
awesome
something
gun.
about it?
Yeah, he said that's an
Yeah, he
impressive whatever.
Yeah, and then Gina Carano's like, I love Crowley. Let me see that gun.
Whoa.
Wait. I missed that part. When did
Yeah,
she
you
say
go-
that?
Should go back and rewatch it.
Do you have a
We should.
timestamp?
No, I don't. No. And it might just be my own personal copy that I made.
He did his own
I can't even say
voiceovers.
what- Yeah, I did my own voiceover for it.
It's a-
Fan fiction.
it's the Mandalorian Crowley cut.
I call it the Mandalorian.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that was
That was
terrible.
awful.
Yeah.
We'll cut. We're not going to cut that.
No, I wouldn't cut that out
No.
either. That was just
No.
fucking terrible. Yeah, I
That was
apologize.
bad.
I'd like to
Oh my
apologize to
God.
everybody.
2 apologies in 2 podcasts. SP is going to have a shit fit. His mind is going to blow.
That's all right. His mind can blow and he can still suck at Squadron. So what the fuck ever.
Ouch. We just lost a listener.
All right, final thoughts.
No.
Gina Carano, call me.
Yeah,
maybe?
always free it.
No, I think this is. I'm not as excited for each episode as I was whenever it first dropped. I'm
Oh, but
still
that's to be
enjoying them.
expected, isn't it?
Right. I'm still enjoying them quite a bit. Maybe not quite as much as the first viewing, but I still think they're pretty good.
Yeah, I think that it's worth going back and watching if you haven't watched it before, or if you haven't watched it in a while. Like, I think it's good to take a couple of days, binge watch it before the new season starts, and just kind of refresh yourself with the material. I think that here's the question that I have, because Star Wars as a whole started 40 some years ago, right? With episode 6.
Yep.
So
Episode 4.
Yeah, 4. What did I say? 6? Yeah, episode 4. Math's hard. Will the Mandalorian stand up in 40 years?
I think so.
I think so.
I think the storytelling is tight enough. I think the
It'll stand
set
up
design
better
and the
than-
characters are unique enough, and they're not. I don't think they would be antiquated or anachronistic in the future. No.
Yeah. And I know we missed this in the news segment, but the Obi-Wan series is going to start filming March of next year.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
Sure. It was
supposed to start March
filming-
this year too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, yeah, but Rona.
Well, it was
No,
also
not
supposed
Rona.
to start fall of last year.
Yeah, okay, look, they knew the Rona was coming.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. What do you want from me? All I know is that's another series that I think will stand the test of time, because I think what's his nuts? Ewan McGregor did such a great job in the prequels. Like, he was the only part of the prequels that's watchable.
Yeah.
Is his performance
Even
as
after they
Obi-Wan.
fucked that character all to hell.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm really looking forward to that. And he just announced it on the Graham Norton show this last week that it was going to be March. That's when they're going to start filming. So I'm looking forward to that, because I think that those, like, I would much rather watch The Mandalorian or an Obi-Wan series than I would want to watch the last fucking 2 trilogies of the Skywalker saga. Like, I have zero. Plus, fucking Solo was terrible. It's just an objectively terrible movie. This is still, even knowing going into it and not being nearly as excited for the episodes, this is still better than anything Star Wars has put out in 40 years.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
And I love Rogue One. I think Rogue One was really well done.
I thought it was okay. But
The rest of it's kind of meh. Don't care.
But I thought Solo was okay. I didn't like Solo as much as Rogue One, but I didn't despise it.
I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I just thought it was terrible. I thought it was very bad. And I don't know if it was the way the actor portrayed Solo, or if it was the backstory, or if it was the way it was shot, or what. It was, didn't care.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing before we get into the haiku. He does get a heads-up display from that scope.
Yeah, he does. Yep. You're right. I was going to mention that, and it was in my notes, and I didn't even.
Yeah, because he went infrared, and then on the scope, and then in the episode 4 or chapter 4, apparently,
it's fine.
Yeah, it had foot trackers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What the hell that is?
So he activated something in his helmet.
Yeah.
And then he was looking around with the scope, and then he started playing with the scope to dial it in. So yeah, the two are connected.
Yeah.
Via galactic Bluetooth.
Galactic Bluetooth. All right, Rob, you got a haiku for us this week?
I do. This one is titled Drink Up. 50. He's legal. Baby Yoda drinks bourbon. It's hard hunting frogs.
Wait, when did Baby Yoda drink bourbon?
Chapter 4.
He did not drink bourbon. It was broth.
That was bone broth.
No, that was bourbon.
Oh my God.
Okay, so Mando ordered the bone broth, and then after Mando walked out to go talk to everybody, Baby Yoda went up to the barkeep and said, "Look, give me the bourbon, or I force choke you." And the lady was like, "Oh, okay." And so did that. And then he comes out, and then he's sipping his bourbon while he watches Mando get his ass kicked. Look, I told you I was going to shoehorn the awards into my damn haiku. So Baby Yoda is drinking bourbon.
Why a cute Baby Yoda wouldn't just use a Jedi mind trick to get the bourbon instead of threatening?
Because it's evil Baby Yoda he's talking about.
Evil.
Oh,
must be.
he had to go team.
Have you?
Yeah. Go team. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you not seen that picture? That screen grab?
Yeah.
Yeah. Evil Baby Yoda.
You know what? Gina Carano, don't call me. Never mind. Like, if you're listening to this, you're going, he hangs out with these two. Like, I get it. I understand. It's fine.
So that's all.
These two? Wait, I'm not the one that's coming up with fucking Mando fanfic in the episode. That's you two.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What fanfic did I come up with?
It was bourbon in that bowl.
Not bourbon in that bowl. Jesus Christ.
Hey, he's 50. He's legal. You even said it last week.
All right, Rob, what's the Mando kill count up to this point?
Ooh. Oh, geez. You want the Mando kill count. All right. So for chapter 3, the Mandalorian was a little busy.
Did you have this written down somewhere else?
No, I have it. He was a little busy. He killed 21 people.
Damn.
Out of the 45 that were killed.
He's going to make a good dad. He's going to make a really good dad.
He is. So, and of those 45, some of them were in the flashbacks, his parents getting killed and that kind of deal. There's a good portion of them that were his Mando friends. Doing some killing.
Well, now wait, we didn't see his parents actually getting killed. We just saw an explosion.
Well, true, yes.
And you can't double count that either because
I'm not double counting it.
Okay.
I'm not counting that at all.
We'll see more flashbacks in the future.
I'm not counting.
You just said it counted flashbacks.
No. I said that doesn't count the flashbacks.
Yeah, flashbacks shouldn't count because they're
not
flashbacks.
They're not counting. And the only time that a flashback would count is if the Mandalorian himself killed it, and then I would count it once.
What, killed the flashback or killed the people in the flashback?
Killed the people in the flashback.
How would that count? Because that's not...
Because the Mandalorian killed something. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
He's a Mandalorian.
Whatever.
We don't need to worry about it. He's a little tiny
I don't even know why I'm
foundling.
arguing.
I know. I don't know why either.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Hey, let's go back. Let's move forward to chapter 4. Chapter 4, he was all tuckered out from the other 21 kills that he had, and he only got 9 out of 14 that were in the episode.
30. That's 30 in 2 episodes. That's an average of 15 for these 2 episodes.
Yeah. Right. Wow, you can math.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's spelled math.
So
MITH.
Okay, great. So right now the going trend is he has a high kill count and then he takes a day off, and then he has another high kill count and then he takes another day off.
Okay. What's the total kill count so far?
All right, so since Crowley can do math, you got 21 plus 9, which is what, Crowley?
30?
Good job. Add some 17 to that.
47?
Okay, now add 7 more.
You're a fucktard.
No,
can't do it.
That's not how it works. It's close, but that's not how it works.
I'm pretty sure the answer is you're a fucktard.
Okay, great. So we're at 54.
54.
I said that. I said
54
that.
kills. Oh, really? Because I thought you said fucktard, not 54.
I did, because you
But
are.
it was close. It was close. It sounded the same. I apologize. Yeah.
You should.
So we're at 54. Do you
All right.
need more? I've got head lush.
No. No. You can stop talking now. You're done.
Dude, the player was going to go to the widow or whoever that that lady was.
Oh, she's so
man,
hot.
she
I don't
was
know.
she was
Oh, I
trying to
don't know
get she was trying to get into Mando's helmet.
Yeah, look. Okay, that's pretty clever, Rob.
It was.
Yeah, that's pretty clever. Well done. Well, I'm not even gonna get a restraining order for the widow because that's how clever that was. Congratulations, Rob.
Thanks, man. Take
No,
back all
fuck
the
it. You're
evil
so
things
hot.
I was thinking.
No, you're so hot, lady. I don't know
You
your
couldn't
name.
you couldn't do
I don't know
it.
your
You
name.
couldn't do
I
it.
don't want to look it up. I don't care. You know who you are. You played the widow in episode 4 of The Mandalorian season 1.
She was also in Westworld.
I don't watch that show, but I'm sure you were smoking hot there too.
Julia Jones
Julia
plays
Jones.
O'Mara.
Oh, I was going to try to come up with something clever with the name O'Mara, and I can't, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just call me, baby. Julia Jones. Call me.
Julia
All right.
Jones,
So
call
we got
Crowley.
a double restraining
du-
order episode.
And we are doing well.
Next week, we're going to discuss chapters 5 and 6. Chapter 5, on a familiar desert planet, the Mandalorian helps a rookie bounty hunter who is in over his head. And chapter 6, the Mandalorian is part of a crew of mercenaries springing from a convict from a prison ship. These are 2 episodes that I really don't like very much, but these are probably the weakest 2 episodes if memory serves.
Wait, you don't like the prison ship episode?
No,
Oh, I liked it.
I liked it a lot.
not
Yeah.
at all.
Huh. All right. Well, hopefully you like it this go around.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting to revisit it. But that's all we've got for this week. Our intro and outro music is Welcome Home by Cambo. Podcrawl music is Snack Bix by Machette. If you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes. You can leave us feedback on our Discord channel at smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Discord. On Twitter at @status_podcast, or you can email us at smokinganddrinkinginspace@outlook.com. If you'd like to throw a few nickels our way, you can become a Patreon supporter by going to smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Patreon. Also, be sure to visit Creative Brain Candy for more great shows and other creative works at creativebraincandy.com. For this week, I'm Jason.
Yeah, it was bourbon. I'm sticking by my answer.
It's not bourbon.
Like, how many pages do you have shit written down on for each episode, Rob? Why don't you just put everything, like your haiku, the title for the haiku, the kill count, all that, why don't you put all that on one sheet of paper?
It's on one notepad thing on my computer.
Why did you have to look for it?
I already explained this.
All
It'll
right.
be in the
all right.
outtakes.
We'll talk to you next week.
I do indeed.
Do you?
You
Hold on
sure?
a second. Yeah, I do. I totally forgot what the title of this one was.
Oh my God. Are you trying to think of a title off the top
No,
of your
I
head?
have it. I have it written down somewhere else. Here we go. Oh, I called this one is titled "Drink Up."
Wait. So you put the title of your haiku somewhere other than at the top of your haiku.
Okay, so I have the haiku written in my notes, and then I transferred those notes over into the haiku document that we have online, and that is where I put the title, because I came up with the title while you were ranting about Gina Carano calling you.
Oh my God. I can't even right now. That is the dumbest way to fucking write a haiku I've ever
That's
heard
not
in my
normally
life.
how I do it. I didn't have the title originally. And then I was like, oh shit.
The title?
Because
So you
normally the title comes after the haiku. The title, I come up with the title after I have come up with my haiku.
So you don't have like a theme that you're trying to do for the haiku?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes it's whatever inspiration hits me, and then it turns into a theme.
You know,
then I come up with a title.
Something tells me you come up with all of it about 15 minutes before you're supposed to fucking read it.
All right. So, for instance, last week's, I had Jawa crack as part of the haiku, but then I went, you know what? This actually sounds a little bit better. And so I went that direction and then made the title Jawa crack.
There is legitimately, and I mean this with all sincerity, 0 people listening right now that give a fuck.
You know, that's funny because we are recording right now. We haven't put it on the website for people to listen. They listen
don't know
in
if
the
you know
future.
how time travel works, but when they hear me,
Nobody knows how time travel works.
well, somebody does. They figure
Somebody.
it the fuck
Oh
out
my
in
God, we
Australia.
are way too
Oh,
fucking
my
deep
goodness.
into how the sausage is made. Just fucking give us your haiku.
All right, let's cut. Take 2. Here we go. Yes, I have a haiku ready. This one is titled "Fuck off, Crowley."
It's like you're fucking. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I can't wait to hear this edit.
All right.